The upcoming Francis Ford Coppola film Megalopolis still hasn't secured a distributor, but at Cannes, IMAX CEO Rich Gelfond has made a commitment to Coppola that his film will receive at least a limited release on IMAX screens, regardless of who the distributor is. From IndieWire, the movie premieres Thursday night. We need to do more research, said Gelfond, but the movie will play on to cinephiles and Coppola fans. Rob, does the IMAX commitment help Megalopolis' chances of getting a distributor?
I think so. I mean, really, it's going to come down to how is it received at Cannes? What kind of a movie is it? I mean, I love Francis Ford Coppola, and obviously he's made some of four of the greatest movies I think ever made in the Godfather movies, The Conversation, Apocalypse Now, and then a lot of other movies I love. They just re-released one from the heart on 4K. I love Rumblefish, which celebrated its 40th anniversary last year. I mean, the guy deserves it, and this is a lifelong passion project that he financed himself. So I want to see it on IMAX, and I think it does help. He's got European distribution. Let's see if he gets distribution in America. I mean, he deserves it. This is a dream project he's wanted to make for decades. Now I hope it's good.
Well, that's the key, isn't it? Hoping it's good. Because as much as all of us got excited about hearing the maestro, Francis Ford Coppola, was coming back doing this passion project of his, paid for a lot of the film himself, we've all been cheering for it. But there is a harsh reality, and
Yep.
I hate having to bring it up, but you have to bring it up. It's screened for a lot of distributors, and this was not coming from Gus's gas station movie reviews.far. Coming from the major trades, the word is from all the distributors, this is not a good movie. And it's one of the phrases was it's problematic. Like, not problematic as there's offensive thing. Problematic is, I don't know how you even market this. I don't know how we sell this to an audience. All that kind of stuff. And there's been a lot of doubt lately that this movie is even going to be able to pick up a distributor. Here's the thing, though. I think getting this commitment from IMAX, who only committed to say limited for now, they said limited release until we see what happens. I think this is all a play to try to attract a distributor, because you get IMAX saying they support your film. That becomes attractive, I think. That becomes a selling point to a potential distributor. Want to know how important IMAX and an IMAX effect might be? Take a look at this. Last year, over $1 billion in box office in 2023 came in IMAX, and that matched their pre-pandemic record. Forget this is getting more than getting back on their feet. IMAX screens accounted for 20% of Oppenheimer's overall box office take. IMAX accounted for 21% of Dune 2's box office take. And already this year, this quarter alone, IMAX has accounted for almost 6% of all of 2024's first quarter box office, making it their highest market share quarter ever. The importance of IMAX to the industry is a growing thing. The importance of what they bring and that the name brings. So, how much of this was legit them saying, we really believe in Megalopolis? I don't know. But I think just the appearance of it, the optics of it, saying, hey, Megalopolis, we're partnering with IMAX. If there is a distributor that is on the fence maybe about picking up this movie, this, Rob, I think maybe could be the thing that pushes it over and says, okay, we'll pick it up. I don't know. What do you think about that? Is that just me being theorizing too much, or do you think there's some validity to that?
I don't think you're theorizing at all too much, because like you said, if you look at Oppenheimer's box office, 20% of its box office is what, $180 million?
Almost $200 million.
Almost $200 million. I mean, yeah, there you go. That is not chump change. And for a movie like this, look, if Coppola self-financed most of this film, a distributor would only have to really distribute it and then marketing costs or whatever. So I'm not saying that this movie is going to do Oppenheimer business, but even if they just marketed it to IMAX theaters and made it an IMAX event, that could go a long way if the film, because I think that if nothing else, as long as this movie is interesting and compelling and it's something unique, you could build on that for your audience expectation. To go to an IMAX theater, it's an event. It's an event, you know, not everybody has to love every piece of art that comes out from a filmmaker, but this could be the last filmmaker This could be the last film Coppola ever makes. And from that perspective, the end of a master's career, a dream finally realized. There's a lot about this story, and then you have the film to watch that people can make up their own.
But is it any good?
Well,
That's
people
the
make up their own,
problem,
but that's therein lies the rub.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Cuts Clothing. Let's be real. Most guys would wear a t-shirt every day of their lives if we could. The problem is that most t-shirts are not acceptable to wear at work or out on a hot date. Today's sponsor, Cuts, has finally changed that. Cuts t-shirts are such high quality, wrinkle-free, and so buttery soft that you can look like you're dressing up even when you're dressing down. Yeah, you heard that right. They are wrinkle-free. And for a limited time, you can save money while redefining the dress code by heading to cutsclothing.com and use the code Campea for 20% off. Guys, you know me, when it comes to clothing, my number one priority is comfort, and I could not believe just how comfortable my Cuts shirt was. It was light, it breathed, it felt like $1 million, and it made me feel like I looked like $1 million too. And the best part? Cuts Clothing is built to last. Their durable construction means you'll be enjoying your favorite shirts and pants for years to come, making them a smart investment for your wardrobe. So guys, for a limited time, our listeners get 20% off your entire order when you use the code Campea at checkout. That's 20% off your order at cutsclothing.com with the promo code Campea. Please support our show by telling them that the John Campea Show sent you. Experience the perfect blend of style and comfort with Cuts Clothing.
I mean, it has to be something that at least is polarizing, that can get people to go, and is it good? You decide.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know how they do that, but yes, I think it could definitely change the fortunes. And by the way, kudos to IMAX for offering it to them. You know, to saying I'll be really curious to hear what the Cannes audience thinks.
But I don't know this for sure, but I'm gonna throw this out there because I was talking with a buddy of mine this morning about this whole situation. The beauty of what the IMAX CEO just said is that it's very easy to walk back from.
Right.
Because like no distributor picks it up, you ain't gonna see Megalopolis on IMAX screens in North America. So I think it's all a part of a plan because IMAX is just so relevant and so important, and they have that effect. So let's see how this all turns out. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.